Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Y'all know what it is. It's M World Entertainment, and I'm out here in Pier 39. We in San Francisco. About to go on the boat cruise. I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. Y'all know how we do it each time. Don't forget to thumb up the video. Don't forget to tell a friend, and don't forget to subscribe. Y'all know how we do it.
And if you would like from the real this I would eat, I guess. Alright. No, the whole family of my ex vegetarian, and they were cooking me all day, and it was very delicious. And then because it was so good, I was like, oh, I don't need it, and then
Welcome aboard. Today we are headed out on a cruise around the San Francisco Bay. We'll voyage out
I found your friend.
salt water in her veins. Take a good look, my friend. Now, the first thing I want you to do is take a shopping, even on the county. So be careful as you're walking around the deck. As we pull out of the dock, look out the windows and down into the water. See some frisky sea life. If you miss them now, we'll see some later as we return. If they're hiding today, you can always hear them. ahead, to the right of the marina, you can see the dark wooded ridges of the Presidio of San Francisco. Some say this is the birthplace of San Francisco. Let's go back in time to 1776. 3,000 miles from here, on the Atlantic coast, America's 13 colonies were about to start the American Revolution by declaring their independence from England. But here, on the Pacific shores, Spanish conquistadors were seeking out new territory to claim for Spain. The bay may seem large, but it wasn't always so obvious to find. As you look at the shore, let's listen to an archival interview with John Martini, a California historian.
For 200 years, Spanish ships have been sailing up and down the California coast, but they stayed so far off the coast, none could ever come close enough to see the entrance to the harbor. The first ship that actually entered San Francisco Bay was called the San Carlos. It was a little 80-foot-long packet. Lieutenant Juan Manuel de Ayala piloted the little boat through the straits that hadn't even yet been named the Golden Gate, treacherous, rocky straits, anchored off what's now Angel Island, and spent the next 8 weeks charting the bay and naming the geographic features.
After that first boat came into the bay, a year later, on March 28, 1776, Captain Juan Bautista de Anza stood on the bluff where the Presidio is now. Imagine him looking down at the narrow entrance to the bay far below. On that spot, he planted a cross in the ground and established a fort. The word Presidio translates as Army Post in Spanish, and the cross marked the northernmost point of Spain's vast empire. Father Pedro Font, who accompanied the Anza, had more of an eye for natural beauty and military strategy. That day, he wrote in his diary that if the bay
could be well said to Europe, there is nothing anything more beautiful in the world.
he was quite a visionary, because the beauty that Father Font saw was more rugged than the beauty we see today. Look again at the forests of the Presidio. 200 years ago, those ridges were barren rock and sand dunes. The first trees were planted there in the 1880s, a century after De Anza planted his cross. Today, the Presidio is now under the protection of the National Park Service, and many of the historic military homes have been restored to housing for local residents. It is a popular destination for hikes. If you like movies, it is the location of Industrial Light and Magic, the special effects company that made unforgettable films like Star Wars, the Indiana Jones series, Pirates of the Caribbean. Let your eyes sweep across the bay. We are traveling back over 150 years ago, when San Francisco was a sleepy town. Beautiful bay, in the middle of nowhere. That was 1847. But in 1848...
Gold, gold, gold on the American River.
San Francisco's days as a quiet town were gone forever. At first, the town almost disappeared. Everybody in San Francisco grabbed a pick and shovel and headed for the hills. The editor of a local newspaper wrote in an editorial,
The stores are closed and places of business vacated, as if a curse had arrested our onward course of enterprise. Everything is dull, monotonous, dead.
that editor then locked his doors and headed for the gold fields himself. But the town didn't stay deserted for long. Young people from all over the world came here to San Francisco. In just 2 years, the population skyrocketed from 500 to 25,000. Look back at the city. Life in San Francisco was truly wild and woolly. At the heart of the madness was a stretch of waterfront called the Barbary Coast. These few blocks were long on action and short on law and order. In memoirs written years later, some people recalled it as a slice of heaven, while others remembered it as a corner of hell.
I have seen purer liquors, better cigars, finer tobacco, Truer guns and pistols, larger dirks and bowie knives, and pretty car sounds. You're in San Francisco? Then if any place I...
Every nationality has the grand theater. Sentences, debauchery, insanity, misery, poverty, wealth, profanity, blasphemy. Thousands of coaches exchange the San Francisco and most people arrive by boat. Ships from all over the world try to get to the over 700
Cuando se asegura el poder moverse de nuevo sin el barco. Now look ahead. The south or less east. Underneath that bridge, beside the bridge.
Gate Bridge.
weer zo'n grote jongen.
I think it's something.
Now we are out on the bay where the water can become choppy and treacherous. In the 1850s, a number of lighthouses built along the California coast helped guide boats. 3 of the lighthouses are still here in the bay. But even with lighthouses, or even boxes, navigating the narrow harbor features snow, sea, thick fog, shifting currents, and overly bold captains resulted in shipwreck. In 1901, the wreck of the steamer City of Reeds was the worst boat in America ever recorded. The steamer usually transported Chinese immigrants.
I had yes.
I came here in 1994.
That's a big question, but I was always wondering, how do you wash your face? Like, you can, but how long have you had this?
Pulling up on Alcatraz. Bay of San Francisco.
The one and only
One and all. Alcatraz Island.
is directly ahead. Once, the only creatures that lived on that barren rock were flocks of pelicans. In fact, that's where Alcatraz got its name.
Alcatraz got its name for pelican.
Pelican.
That's a Spanish word for pelican,
The
Alcatraz.
U.S. Army decided Alcatraz was a perfect place for a fort to defend the bay from invaders. But it's cold and windy water. That's not pleasant.
They wanted to build a fort. Then the U.S.
Perfect place for
But
military.
the U.S. military changed their mind. They didn't build a fort. It turned into a federal penitentiary.
It was a time when gangsters were becoming heroes people. The government needed to send a message that crime did not pay. So they created alcohol, the very last stop in the country's criminal. A place to send the worst criminals of all.
Yeah, my name is Leon Whitey Thompson. My number is 1465, BG 1465. I was a man that had total hatred and then I hated anything that walked the corner on the church. And when you got a man like that in prison, you gotta be rid of him. And that's what you did, you shouldn't be around him. These were hard, kidnapped, bankrupt, killed. Men so dangerous that when the first passed by train in 1934, not one allowed to step down onto the train door. They simply loaded the train cars, one by one, on horses, and floated them out to the island with the inmates chained up inside. Rumors that if a man died on Alcatraz, his corpse would be the same way, stone cold death. But it changed. With men like these, you could never be too careful. The building you see on top of the hill is the inmate's new home, the Alcatraz Cell House.
Alcatraz Cell House has been.
Two living souls. Some will stay for a year, others for 20 or 25 years or more. Now, to get an idea of the accommodation facility, go ahead and reach your arms out as far as you can from side to side. That's how wide an Alcatraz cell is, 5 feet across. Now reach your hands up high above your head. That's how tall, and only a bit longer from end to end. The cell house might look huge from here, but it was never completely filled. No more than 300 inmates lived inside at any time. 300. They could all fit on this boat ride today.
Alrighty folks, this is the final call for the restrooms. As soon as we get back to the dock, the restrooms will be closed for maintenance.
From San Francisco to Oakland. part right there.
On the other side of the European island, it is here you will see the new bridge design.
That was part of a new bridge design.
The largest self-made the central tower rises
This bridge went down in, I think it was in 1906, one of them earthquakes. It's magnitude 8.5 earthquake. It's the Bay Area. This is what links San Francisco to Oakland across that bridge. Thank you guys for joining me. Until next video.